Yep, it's me again. They hate me, that's why they give a fuck about me at the same time. As always, JD Miles. The MGTOWs they love to hate. Even the ones that even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time as always. That's why they keep me relevant to this day. And I'm back again. For tonight's topic of discussion. Women who complain about men being broke and unemployed should shut the fuck up forever about men being bus drivers. Oh, y'all know this was gonna come. One thing, the one thing JD Miles can't stand is motherfuckers using double shaming. Now, now, how is it double shaming, you ask? Well, good thing you asked the question because I'm here to answer. Double shaming is when you shame somebody for doing or not doing something, and when they turn around and do the things that you want them to do instead of encouraging them to push further, no, instead they'll turn right back around and shame them again for doing the exact opposite. And this topic of discussion and this topic of discussion is nothing different here. And yes, it pisses me off when I hear women sit there and complain about, these men are broken, unemployed, and they making nothing out themselves 1 minute. Now these are the same women who wants to complain about, oh, oh, this man this man is driving the bus and he don't own the bus. In fact, I'm gonna go beyond the bus driver part. You got women out here who wants to complain about men being broke, unemployed, and ain't doing nothing for themselves 1 minute, but then wants to turn right back around and complain because, look at the type of job he's working. Oh, he's a bus driver. He's a trash man. He's all this type of stuff. First off, shut the fuck up forever, bitches. Because keep in mind, y'all were the same ones complaining about these men being broke and unemployed. But at the moment he at least finds himself a decent job, now all of a sudden you want to complain about that shit too. What? What? Don't tell me. It's not the job you was expecting for him to have? What, you expect them to just come out the gate having a high paying job? In which, let me just go ahead and bust that bubble right there. Most high paying jobs requires you to have at least five about a year to 5 years experience. Most high paying jobs expecting you to have a certain type of education. No. They ain't gonna just hire these men straight off the street. And in some cases, most men will take an average job. That way they could get the experience. They could get as much experience as they can. That way they can qualify for a high paying job. That and at least take courses to push yourself further. And keep in mind, these courses ain't free. So they're using this average job to make enough money to take these courses. That way they can have the experience. That way they could get a high paying job, ladies. Have y'all ever taken the time to think about that? I doubt it. Because if you did, you wouldn't be complaining about these men being bus drivers, trash collectors, city workers, all that other shit that y'all want to sit there and stress about. And yes, it disgusts me. It disgusts me that the same ones who want to complain about these men being broke are the same ones who want to complain about these men working these type of jobs. In which Uncle JD Miles ain't trying to hear it. Especially if y'all were the same ones who's complaining about them not having a job at all. That's why I look at Ebony K. Williams as a complete another joke. And yeah, they can listen to Ebony K. Williams and be just like her. Single, in her 40s, unmarried, no children. And now she's trying to warn the younger generation not to follow the same path she did. You know what I mean? And these type of women doing this shit, shaming men for being unemployed, they want to shame men again for not having the job that they believe they should have. Those type of women are never satisfied. In fact, I'll go the extra mile and say that they will never ever be satisfied at all. At least a bus driver has a job. At least a trash collector has a job. At least a city worker has a goddamn job. And if he plays his cards right, who knows? He could be promoted to an even bigger role that'll pay him even more money. I swear to God, these ladies don't even think about this type of shit. Or he'll get enough experience needed to try out a different job that could pay him even more. And what did my college instructor always told us? Well, when you first start off, you gotta start somewhere. And then start climbing your way to the top. You ain't gonna just land a high paying job overnight. And before anyone's gonna hire you, they want to know what is your experience level. And if your experience level is low, how do you think they're gonna put you in a high position? Hell fucking no. They're gonna start you off with the basics. And if you stay there, you keep pushing and you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, guess what? It's gonna get better. However, they can't see that shit because they're so busy with the fact that, oh, he's working this type of job and this type of shit. But as Uncle JD said, these type of females will never be satisfied and never will be satisfied. Especially when these are the same females online complaining about men being unemployed, men being broke, men ain't doing nothing for themselves. But at the moment they showing signs of improvement, they still complain? Fuck out of here. This is why they will forever be miserable. And no, ladies, no one is trying to hear you just constantly complain about one thing and then complain about another. If you don't want a bus driver, if you don't want a trash collector, if you don't want a city worker or any other position, then stop your bitching. Because y'all are the same ones complaining about men being unemployed, broke, ain't doing nothing for themselves. And if that's what you're doing, then shut the fuck up forever when these men are at the very least out there making something out themselves. Because at this point, instead of you being a benefit, instead of you being a support, y'all nothing more than just a goddamn obstacle. And the last thing that bus driver, that trash collector, that city worker needs is a woman by his side being a goddamn obstacle rather than a support. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Shout out to all the working men out there. Keep doing what y'all doing and keep climbing to the top. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.